Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Today we are going to do a check-in for the fourth week of March. Before we get into the check-in, I just want to say I hope you guys have been having a good week. I'm recording this on Thursday, April 3rd. I had the day off. I had to take Carter to the cardiologist. So we went to the cardiologist and he got a EKG and an echocardiogram. The doctor did say that his heart function, which is like the squeeze of his heart, is a little low, and it's been consistently a little low for, every time that we've come for a checkup, but she's not sure why it's low. And she asked me if Carter's been having any symptoms or any lethargy or anything at home, and I told her no, he's a happy, healthy, very energetic young man. So she did order some genetic testing for him just to see if there's something going on with him genetically, like a marker for a disease regarding his heart. So we'll get those results back in the next 1 to 6 weeks. But other than that, they did not do the 24-hour Holter monitor on him, which they usually do. And she extended our time for seeing her out to a year, unless something happens, obviously, where we feel like he's having some issues and we can come in sooner. But I would say his appointment overall went pretty well. And then him and I went to Chick-fil-A afterwards and got some lunch, and then came home and relaxed for the rest of the afternoon. So that was fun. I did get some news from my employer also about me working from home over the summer. So unfortunately, my boss said that they're not going to be able to accommodate me working from home an additional 2 days a week. As you can imagine, other people with kids want flexibility with their schedules also, and they're just not able to accommodate everyone's request. So my request was denied. I asked my boss if I could take the time off because I do accrue a lot of paid time off. I think at this point, since I've been there like 12 years, I get 5 or 6 weeks of like vacation time on top of a week of sick time. So I asked her if I could just take those 2 days off every week, and she said no, that I couldn't take 2 days off every week because it would just be too much. They're not going to approve me to take 2 days off every week over the summer. So that is a bummer. But I did find, after she told me that, I did look into some summer camps and found our local YMCA offers summer camp paid for by the week. So if you don't go for a week, don't want to sign up for the week, you don't have to pay for that week. And it is going to be actually cheaper than Carter's current daycare rate. So now we pay $195 a week. So the YMCA location that we're going to take him to is $180 a week. So it'll be about $15 less than what we're currently paying for like VPK schooling. So I guess that's the good thing about it. And also news about our annual raises. I did get my annual raise. It actually goes into effect on Saturday. We typically get at least 3%. Unfortunately, due to the state of the economy, everyone got 2.5% annual raises. So my raise was lower than anticipated. I don't think I've ever had a raise that was less than 3%. Maybe 2020 because of COVID. I think 2021 I got a lot of raises though. So that made up for it, just because we were all like coming back and business was building back up and things like that. So yeah, this is the first time I've gotten a raise lower than 3%. So it is a bit of a bummer, but it's 2.5%, very close to 3%. So I'm grateful for it. This does mean that I'm going to go ahead and put the 1% into my 401k so we can start contributing again, so we can get our retirement on track. But it's not the 3% I was hoping for. So yeah, I won't see that raise until I think my April 25th paycheck, my boss said. So be looking out for like a $10 increase in my pay. Okay, so now let's get into the check-in. So The first thing that happened was Brian got paid and he put in $2,700 into our joint checking account. I got paid and I put $1,664 into our joint checking account. We transferred $1,285 into our Ally High Yield Savings account into our various sinking funds. We tithed $50. We got groceries from Walmart for $126.68. I got gas in my van for $51.36. We paid our mortgage for $1,840. We paid our Synchrony credit card bill. This is our debt snowball of $424. I got some Gator Shake. This is a seasoning mix I picked up at Buc-ee's. I went to Bonefish Grill last weekend with my best friend, and on my way home I stopped at Buc-ee's and got some gas and some Gator Shake because I'd been really wanting some. It's like, I would say like seasoned salt with lemon in it. It's really good. It's tangy. So that was $8.50. I got gas. Like I said, I stopped at Buc-ee's, so I topped off my tank so I wouldn't have to fill it up any other point during the week, since I went to Jacksonville on like a Saturday. So I put $24.67 in my tank just to top it off. And we have an unbudgeted expense, the first one for the year. I had to get a couple of stamps. Caleb signed up to go to a special summer camp outside of like his normal summer camp that's here in our neighborhood. It's like a marine science summer camp, and his application was approved. Like, he was accepted and all of that, which we're super excited for him. He's gonna have a great time. But we had to fill out like the paperwork and mail it into the program. You couldn't like email it or anything like that. It had to actually be mailed. So I got permission to get an envelope from work so I could mail it. And then I went to the post office and got 2 stamps, one for in case we need it in the future, and one to mail this letter. And it was $1.46 out of the unbudgeted category. We paid Carter's tuition. I know in my Budget With Me video, I told you guys they were going to charge us for some kind of graduation fees for Carter, but they didn't end up charging us. We were charged just the normal $195, so now I have to be on high alert for the next however many weeks until they actually charge me, anticipating the charge of, $245. So we got more groceries from Walmart, and that was $94.96. We earned 7 cents in interest on our checking account. We made $13 in egg sales, and Brian got gas in his truck for $55. So into April, we are rolling $647.54. So let's go ahead and take this out and do the Paycheck budget closeout. I need to change this because we did have some additional income with the egg sales and the interest. One of my other coworkers saw the eggs that I brought our other coworker, and he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Stephanie, you sell eggs?" And y'all, I thought he said you sell X. I was like, bro, not at work, okay? So I'm gonna bring him a dozen on Monday. He said he wants to try them, so he might be a new client, okay? So $4,804 is our actual income. For this week. Tuition only was $195. We did tithe $50. Paid Synchrony $424, and our mortgage got $1840. So that's a total of $2,509. Subtract that from 4804.17. That leaves $2,995.17. All right, so for groceries this week, 126.68, 850, and 94.96 is 230.14. For cars, 51.36, 24.67, and 55 is 131.03. And we did not eat out. We didn't have anything from Homestead, household, kids, clothes, medical. I was surprised they didn't take a what do you call it, copayment from me at Carter's doctor's appointment today. I was ready to whip out my HSA debit card. So I guess I'll just have to wait for whatever bill to come in the mail and pay it with the HSA debit card. I just want to make sure it works, you know. Below money, nothing. And then $1.46 for the unbudgeted. So 230.14, 131.03, $1.46. That's 362.63. Subtract it from $2,995.17, and that leaves $2,632.54. Okay, so we did fund all of these as expected. 100 for Christmas, 100 for the emergency fund, 250 for home, 200 for kids, 125 for vacation. So that's a total of $775. So that leaves $1857.54. $120 for our property taxes, $40 for subscriptions, $350 for car insurance, which equals $510. Which still gives me like a whole bunch of money. Why is the money not right? Oh my gosh. What did I forget now, y'all? Did I just add wrong? I know y'all probably saw it and you're like, Stephanie! Let me double check my math. Hold on one second. Y'all, I literally cannot figure it out. All my transactions from my sheet are on here. The amount I moved to our transfer to our savings equals $775 and $510, which is $1285. So I don't know why. The difference is $700 exactly. And I have no idea why it's different. I'll have to marinate on it, because this says I should have $1347.54, but if I subtract what I think I should have, which is $647.54, that's an even $700. Like $700 didn't just up and disappear, boo boo. You know what I'm saying? It didn't walk off. Okay, so I'm gonna write $647.54 because that's how much I have in my bank account. That's what this sheet says. Just here it's not mathing, and I'm not sure why. So, anywho, other than that huge math discrepancy, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for the month of March closeout and cash stuffing for the month of March and sinking funds update. I'll see you guys then. Bye. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you back to budget because I figured it out after I told you guys goodbye because I calculated it again. So right here I had $29.95. It's $22.95. So I guess I was having a little bit of dyslexia or something because I made this a 9 and it's actually a 2. So $22.95 is what's left over. So I fixed that and subtracted for all of this, and then it came out to the $647.54 like it was supposed to. Okay, that's all. Thanks. Love you. Bye.